What is going on, everybody? I'm Hunter, I'm hungry, and today we are at Giovanni Fresco's doing a food review on their authentic Italian dishes. Now, we are gonna do a food review of it fresh and also a food review of it microwaved the day after to see how it holds up reheated. This is at 47 Lawrence Street in Glens Falls, and I hope you enjoy this video. So we just got back from Giovanni Fresco. They do have some counter space to sit down and eat, and I'd prefer to do these reviews in-house. However, there wasn't a lot. There wouldn't have been a good angle for the camera, so I decided to bring it home and do the review at home. First part of the review, I should say. Now, I talked with the owner, Giovanni, really cool guy, by the way, and he was saying that he thinks it's really rewarding that he can be in a storefront. I ordered the lasagna, which he's most known for, he said, and a tomato basil spaghetti with meatballs. And both of those things turned out to be around $29. So we're gonna see the sizes and the portions, but I will say that portions and price tag do not go into my rating. We got some extra Parmesan cheese because I am a cheesehead. I love cheese. All right, so this is the lasagna. A decent portion. This was a $10 lasagna. He said this is the lasagna. It's a full tray. It's got a nice crust to it. What I think is cool about Giovanni Fresco is all of the pasta is handmade. You're not really getting that at a lot of other restaurants, so that's really cool. And actually, they came from Italy in 2017, and they were doing a lot of food trucks and things, and then they finally, a couple of years ago, got their own storefront. So let's eat half of this, and let's give it a rating. I'm gonna start with the lasagna. Look at that. It's fresh. You can tell the sauce is made pretty well. Very fresh. What I like about this is that you can tell this pasta has a different real texture. This isn't something you're getting from the store. You can't really tell on camera, but this is not. You can tell by the taste it's not really store-bought pasta. You can tell they put a little Parmesan cheese on there too, on the top. But honestly, I feel like a Parmesan cheese is unnecessary for a lasagna because lasagnas by proxy already have a lot of cheese. One thing I do like about this is obviously it's fresh. Layered nice. It's a nicely layered lasagna. These crispy bits I'm not a huge fan of, but you don't get that from store-bought pasta. You only get that from fresh pasta. So I can appreciate that. The meat, I mean, in a lasagna you want the entire thing to speak for itself. The meat is seasoned okay, you know. I've also never had a true authentic Italian pasta, so my view on this is a lot different. The sauce is a true tomato sauce, like a true marinara pasta sauce. Very sweet. And you know, tomatoes are kind of sweet in a way. I would have liked a little more salt in the sauce, but it is a very good lasagna, you know. And this was $10. Alright, I'm going to put this aside so I can start enjoying the spaghetti a little bit. But if I were to rate this... Here, one more bite. That was a good bite. One more. Okay. So, if I were to rate that right now. I liked it more than I disliked it. Last bite. I'm going to give that a 7-8. The lasagna is a 7-8, okay? 7-8 fresh. So now we have the the spaghetti with meatballs. That looks like a very, very good spaghetti right off the bat. I will say, on the way home, it smelled really good. And this is where I'm going to throw my extra cheese in because I'm a cheese fiend. I love my cheese. I'm a cheesehead. So this looks good. It smells good. This is the spaghetti with meat. This is the make your own pasta, spaghetti, tomato, basil sauce, and 2 meatballs. I'm going to try the meatballs. I'm going to try the sauce. I'm going to try the spaghetti and give it an honest rating. And then, again, this all together, boom, right here, full lasagna, full, very full. I mean, the spaghetti tray is heavy. It's probably like, you know, maybe 3/4, maybe a pound of spaghetti, was $29. That's a very good value, I would say. Okay, so I'm going to clean my palate. Clean my palate here, some water. Okay, I'm going to start with the meatball. Good meatball. I'm not sure if these are freshly made, but it is a good meatball. I know the pasta and the sauce is fresh made. Oh yeah. This is just pounded with. Wow. Okay. That's the level right there, okay. You can tell. It's like almost, it's not like noodly, like store-bought noodles, right? It's like, it's got like that slight, not overbearing, but very slight, like chalky at the end, like it's actual pasta. You know how like, so it's like slightly chalky, but not like chalky in a bad way, but like flat, a little extra flour to separate the pieces. You can get that in there, and that's how you know it's handmade. Now this sauce was better than that sauce, and I'm not sure if it was because it was a tomato basil sauce or what. This is a very good sauce. The cheese isn't too overpowering. I know I put a lot of cheese on there, but good meatball. I just also wanted to say they do like family dinners, like daily different family dinners. $40 for a family meal. Very good value. So what I'm liking about this right now is, you know, pasta's fresh. Not a lot of people are doing that, especially not a lot of Italian places. Sauce is good. Noodles are nice. I mean, that's a spaghetti noodle, you know. The combo is really nice here. There's not a lot I can pick apart on this one more than like I did with the lasagna. I'd say one thing I don't like out of all this is the meatball, and I think that's not like the selling point. I paid extra for the meatballs. Like if I had this pasta without the meatballs, I'm not saying the meatball takes away from the score, but I think I would be okay with not having meatballs on this pasta. It's just a really good pasta, you know? Like, just so good. I don't know, like, I don't think chalky was the right word. It's like powdery. It's like it's like a nice, thick, full piece of pasta. It's very filling. I think that's one thing I don't like. Like, I have like another half a pound of pasta left in here. I mean, this is full to the brim. They had to put it in 2 different trays, if you can see. They had to put it in 2 different trays just to hold it. because they give you so much pasta. Which, again, this was a $15 dinner, and they're pounding you with pasta, which is great. I love that. But I think it's, and this isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying it's too much, you know? But, again, that's not a bad thing. Plenty of leftovers, and you know I love leftovers. I'm going to give this one more bite and give it my official rating. So here's the thing. I was initially just going for this, but the owner mentioned that they were more known for their pasta or their lasagna, so I had to pick this up and see what it was about. So this is my center focus right here, right? This is my center focus. This is a little side quest. One more bite. Okay. $8.3? Like, this is an 8.3. This is the best pasta I've ever had. The sauce is great. Like, this sauce is way less sweet than this sauce. And I almost like, this is salted perfect. I'm not getting too much of the basil, but it's there. Like, you know, you can tell it's there. If you know, you know. So we got 7.8, 8.3. Well, let's see how it holds up getting reheated. All right, guys, it's the next day. We're going to get this food out of the fridge. We're going to give it a minute and a half in the microwave, and then we're going to do our other review of it to see how it holds up reheated. See you in a minute and a half. Okay, so it's reheated. Smells good. Let's go in for the lasagna first, because we did the lasagna first yesterday. Okay. Okay. It's bringing back memories for sure. I don't know what it is. The sauce is like less sweet right now. Gotta separate this. I don't know. So, if you've ever had Italian food before, like pasta, spaghetti, something, a lot of the times it's better the second day than it is the first day. I'm not saying this lasagna is better, but it's pretty good, I will say. It's like more together. I added some cheese. I know I don't really want to doctor things, but I'm a cheesehead, you know? Last bite. The sauce is like I said, less sweet. The noodles are still about the same. There's just something about it that now that it's sat, it's almost like more complete. I don't know how to really describe it. Last bite. 8, like just a bang 8. It's like about the same, really. And just as a reminder, like Microwave 10 is like, you know, it's gonna be like a fresh 6 or 7. So having an 8 microwaved is not a bad score. Obviously, you're not getting that fresh quality, so sometimes it can be a little bit of a downgrade, but I hate to say it, I might have almost liked this better the second day. Yeah, it's just, what do you think? Should I finish this off? Last bite. It was just more complete. I don't know how to tell you. Like, it was just better. So we got an 8 from a 7-8 to an 8. This was an 8-3, I believe. All right. Now the spaghetti. Time to eat. You can definitely, now that it's reheated, you can definitely taste how much more, like you can taste that doughiness of the spaghetti, which isn't something I've ever really tasted in pasta, especially not reheated. And I don't hate it, you know, it's unique, it's something new that I haven't experienced. Now what's funny is, now that this is sat, this sauce is a little sweeter. And you know how it was flipped when they were fresh. Interesting. This holds up. Throw a little butter on this. Yeah. It's just a good meal, you know, from good people. Good meal from good people, cheap food. Remember, this was only $28. And it fed me for 2 days. Or 2 meals, I should say. In this economy? No way. Now, you know what's weird? I probably should have saved a meatball and saw how the meatball was the second day. And if it made it anything, like, better. That was a good bite. All right, last bite. That was a good bite too. Flavors are all there. Some of the flavors now are showing up more than they did last time. The tomatoes coming out a little more, so this sauce tastes a little sweeter. I think because it's sat. I'm getting more of that doughy taste from that fresh, and that's how you know it's fresh pasta. Like, I'm getting like a doughy taste. But honestly, it's not too overbearing, and it doesn't, like, take away from anything. I pounded this with cheese, because I'm a cheesehead. But, that didn't take away from it. Last bite, and then I'll give a rating. Sorry, that little section was just eyeballing me, you know? I had to give it the business. Last bite. Right here. Yep. This is it. Like 8-3 again? I think it stays 8-3, honestly, which is really good. It's holding up really well. Like, the idea is you want food that stays the same rating when you reheat it or gets better. Like, you don't want food when it gets reheated, it gets significantly worse. But also, that's not really a, you know, a selling point or like a make or break point. Pasta always gets better or stays the same. So we got an 8 and an 8-3. This lasagna was definitely better the second day. Hands down, dude. Just phenomenal. This stayed about the same. Alright, everybody. Well, there you have it. That is episode 1 of Hunter's Hungry. Giovanni Fresco, 7-8, 8-3, day of, 8 and 8-3, day after. Make sure to like and subscribe for more awesome food. Comment down below what food spot you think I should hit next. stay hungry, stay happy, stay awesome. Catch you in the next one.